Hello and welcome back to the Doctor Who Marathon. I'm your host McEdam, and today we're going to be talking about the Django and Lightfoot story, The Bellova Devil by Alan Barnes. Alan Barnes is a writer mostly known for his Doctor Who comic works in the Doctor Who magazine published by BBC and Marvel, or Marvel UK, which is now Panini. But now, and he's also known for doing more Eighth Doctor stories. So something a little bit different from his, a little bit of something different from him, which is really nice to see that he tries out different things. This is the second story in the first volume of the Django and Lightfoot series. Hey, I know this is a strange little cut, but I kind of forgot when recording this, because usually when there's a CD, I make my own DVD cover for it, and I forgot to do it on this episode. So that's what I did. I couldn't really remember the story when I first really listened to it, so I kind of made this kind of generic cover. And sorry, that's kind of the spine. Looks really cool, Django and Lightfoot there. I kind of made a mistake on the logo, because the picture on the back kind of is like pushing onto the logo, if you can see there. The Boulevard Vervels. And that's the back, if anyone is interested. Yeah, I actually designed this all myself. Yeah, because I didn't like the cover on the official DVD, and I couldn't find any good fan art. So there you go, back onto the video. I really love Django and Lightfoot. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic series which features two of the best one-off characters in Doctor Who. But I must admit, the Bellova Devil doesn't really do anything for me. A lot of the story was mainly build up and set up, and nothing really of consequence happened in it per se. The first time I listened to this, the first time I ever listened to this, as soon as it finished, I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't really follow it. This time I had a much better chance, not because I know where it was going. Yeah. So the story sees Django, he's wearing like multiple disguises to try and escape the Manchester Mangler, somebody that Django is in debt to. So he's trying to like get out of it. And whilst this is going on, Lightfoot meets up with him in the Red Tavern, the pub that they go to, and he asks him for some moral advice, as he hears about, as he tells Django about this incident where he goes to another doctor, another person who also looks at dead bodies. He looked at two bodies who have recently deceased, but one of them actually is actually been dead before, 6 months back, and according to the claims and stuff, and Lightfoot doesn't know whether to keep it under wraps, keep it a secret, or tell the authorities that there was a mistake and that a live man was buried, and that ruining this guy's reputation. And I really don't like what happens next. Basically, Lightfoot just wakes up, and Django explains that they had too many to drink, and a grave robber had come up to them and overheard their conversation and wanted to help around, obviously for himself, for a bit of cha-ching. And because Lightfoot had drunk too much and passed out, Django did the organising, and Jago thought it'd be best if they go to the graveyard. I thought that was a really weak element to try and push the story forward. It could have been a lot better. I mean, it's not like Lightfoot didn't have a reason to do it, though his morals would have kept him from grave robbing. But yeah, I just thought it was a really weak element of the story. And they go to the graveyard, and they find out that the box is actually empty. And they discover that these two people, the two soldier people, were in a club, what was called the Far Off Travellers Club, and that's how these people know each other. And so Jago and Lightfoot, they go to investigate the Far Off Travellers Club, and originally they couldn't get in, but they have like a resignation in, and Lightfoot then meets up with the doctor he previously met in the morgue. I wonder if it says be here. Dr. Sactor. Yeah, and Jago was taken by the butler, who then puts a cloth over his head and gets him ready to sign up for this club. And it's here that he actually meets Dr. Telp, although he doesn't know it at the time. And Jago doesn't actually know what the hell's going on. And he learns that this is actually like a suicide club. It's not actually for like traveling or anything. And that that the club, basically what they do is that you give them money to a small foundation. They then give you a pill which gives you the belief that you are dead. Then you get diagnosed as being dead, and then they revive you, and then you can live off with the money that you saved. However, later on, spoiler warning, it's revealed that was a scam, and that the butler tells Jago before he's going to shoot him, is that the whole thing was a scam. And what they do is they tell people that this poison, they can revive it and the thing, but in actuality it's just cyanide, and they do generally die, which puts a massive question mark on how the dead person came back. Dead person was called Clive. So I'm sure the name's on here. Clive. No, it doesn't say. The secretary's person is about to shoot Jago. However, he is actually met by Clive, the dead man. And once again, Jago passes out and has to be explained what happened to him after what everything has happened. And and then Lightfoot kind of works it out. I don't know how he works it out. It's really just, I don't know. But basically what happened is that Clive, this person, he's actually been experimenting himself with like poisons and stuff, not realizing that these people would actually kill him. So he put all of his money onto it, and they killed him, and yet he survived and went after the person, and then he was found dead again. There you go. But then in actuality, it turns out that his son, finding out this, because all that money was supposed to be his inheritance money, got really like annoyed with this, and so he took on his revenge on the Far Off Travellers Club. And so the police come in and storm the place. Tep gets away, leaving him for later stories, and we later learn that the secretary has actually been kidnapped by some people who knew Clive when he was alive, like a gypsy woman. I believe it was the son's mother, but I could be wrong. And so he's gone with his sins and that. And that's really the entire gist of this story. I'm sorry this episode's going to be incredibly short, but there's nothing really to say here. It just feels... what's the word I'm trying to look for? It feels unorganized. The story just feels like it's doing one scene after another with not real consequences into filling up an entire story. But yeah, it's kind of a shame because I believe this is the first time we've tackled an Alan Barnes story. He's a great writer. Just this isn't his best work. I don't know. So that's the Boulevard Devil. Overall, it's not particularly great, but it comes in a box set, and it's the only dud in my opinion. But we'll get on to the other two stories left in the box set. So yeah, Jago and Lightfoot. There you go. So join me next time where we're back with the Doctor and Leela. They arrive on a lighthouse in the 1910s, or 20s, and an alien creature octopus thing is roaming around in the fog. So join me next time for the horrors of Fang Rock. See you next time on the Doctor Who Marathon. Ta-da!